In Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis, Gregor Samsa, a traveling salesman, wakes up one day and realizes that he's been transformed into a giant bug. I think what makes this story so good is that Samsa, his body just refuses to go back. He just can't do it. He literally cannot physically bring himself to go back to that office. And what makes that so powerful is that on some level, he understands that's a death sentence. If you don't go to work, you're going to get left behind to die. And that's exactly what happens to Gregor Samsa. Now, this story was written in like the 1800s. What's interesting, right? What gets really interesting is that study that we mentioned earlier, right? BS after all. Because you know what the most likely job to be deemed BS is? You want to take a wild guess? Wild guess, completely random. That's right, salesman. If you work a job in direct sales, like, going and, pushing people to buy a vacuum cleaner or whatever, the odds that you're going to think that your job is pointless go up like quite big. All of the experts agree on at least one thing about BS jobs. They cause mental health problems.
So, in a very literal sense, this story is about a man who has a pointless job, and he has a mental health crisis because of that pointless job. And now, over a century later, we finally have evidence that says, oh, hey, people who have pointless jobs suffer from mental health problems. Like, oh my gosh, Kafka understood this like over a century before the rest of us. That's wild. That's truly wild.